So one of the problems of the Nigerian manufacturing sector has always been low patronage. Now we see, especially in this country where we are too glued to foreign-made goods, we have high appetite for foreign-made products. Not necessarily that those products are superior to ours, but the fact that they are from another country, they are from overseas, that automatically makes it superior to our locally manufactured goods here. Now I was going through a video by this popular South African guy, and he mentioned something that was very, very interesting.
The number one misconception that Africans have about themselves and then about the entrepreneurs in those markets is that it's only good enough if it's cheap, and it's only good enough if I don't have to pay for it or if I can really speak down on it. We will buy a product made in China, slapped with a label that says Louis Vuitton, and we will pay 100 times what it takes to make that product just because there are two names on it whose genesis we don't know, the country to which most of us have never traveled.
He cited an example using Louis Vuitton. He cited the fact that just because of that name, just because of those two words, those two names, someone in Nigeria can afford or can be willing to pay $10,000 to get a Louis Vuitton shirt. Let's assume this shirt I'm putting on. But take that same cloth, take that same fabric, the same fabric, let's assume it's the same fabric, the same quality, bring it down to Nigeria and sell it to him without the Louis Vuitton tag. He will not be willing to pay that $10,000. All because it was made locally and produced here in Nigeria. And that has been our problem. You see so many manufacturing companies, you see so many firms rise and fall because of low patronage and because of the tag of a local company. Not necessarily because they are not producing superior products, but just the tag alone disqualifies it from getting enough patronage. Even with Nigeria having over 220 million people, that's a very large market. That's a huge market for any product at all, anywhere, anytime. But we have the mentality of foreign-made goods, the mentality of the fact that it came from the overseas, came from China, came from France. These are made in. Once you see made in China, made in UK, made in the US, there's this attachment that comes with it, and we are always willing to pay whatever amount it is. Now that's a very big misconception, a very big one, and with that we get to see a situation where all Nigerian or domestic manufacturing companies in Nigeria will all be crippled because of this low patronage. Now the Nigerian made goods or made in Nigerian goods are always perceived to be inferior. Although, yeah, most of them are, because most of them are adulterated products. Nevertheless, we have very superior, very good products here in Nigeria, but people don't tend to patronize those products. People don't tend to patronize it because of that tag. Or when it has a tag of an overseas country, a foreign country, the wash and the speed at which we demand for those products is really, really amazing. And that's a very big misconception. And that's really going to be a very big issue for most companies, most manufacturing companies in Nigeria. That's one of the reasons why our manufacturing company, the manufacturing industry in Nigeria is dwarfed to this point. And we're not going to be able to rise. The industrialization is nothing to write home about. There's not going to the textile industry. There's not going to be the steel industry. That's a long story. That's a story for another day. If you can remember, years ago, it was reported that some lawmakers ordered some Toyota-made Camry cars for lawmakers. I don't know whatever reason it was, and that was worth billions of naira. Meanwhile, we had innocent just here in the east, where they can order these same cars, but they prefer ordering it from abroad, from overseas. Again, because of attack, foreign made. Now, let's analyze if these billions of naira that was spent on these Toyota cars, on this foreign made car, was injected into innocence business. Imagine how many employment it was going to create. Imagine what it was going to use that billions to do. And of course, I believe you know the importance of domestic investment. That's like a domestic investment. That's like injecting money into your own economy. the effect of it is still going to benefit the economy as a whole, but preferred importing foreign made goods. That's just one example. We have so many of them. And they do this just because of self, just to remain sophisticated. Let me hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this problem. Let me also know what you think about this man's view about foreign made and the African market as a whole. You can like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Cheers.